welcome back to SwiftOwl7 Gaming. I am SwiftOwl7. I got 12 pop-ups that just popped up on my screen saying that things are out of date. Okay. We are in episode 3, season 2 of our Augsburg build, in which we are in a budget emergency right now because of all the expansions that we have done. So we are going to try to work through this economic emergency. I don't think we have a firehouse yet, do we? You know, if there's going to be emergencies, we're in trouble. Let's just say that much. Financially, things are not good. I need to do something with our budget to try to keep our monthly balance down. Now that's just what we have in expenditures for services, but our budget is going to offset the 78,000. We can probably increase this a little bit and decrease this a little bit. And the same with electricity. Garbage management, let's bring it down to 80%. And we are still losing money quite badly. We can make it through a couple more months. So let's try to do that. Let's try to save our skin in this episode. We can probably do some more beachfront housing down this way. I don't know if I necessarily want to continue with that going down that way. So in real life, this is Interstate 79, I do believe. I think it is. We're going to call it that anyway in our build, whether it is or not. It's a road I'll never drive again in my life, and that's kind of sad for me. Never made it down to the Pittsburgh area a whole lot, but I get down here from time to time. Yeah, I don't know that this actually is 79, or if bridges. I feel like 79 was, but this bend definitely reminds me of the bend towards the airport, and I believe that airport is right here. So I'm thinking it's 79, or it's a bypass of some sort. Anyway, that's gonna be that name of that road. Oh, I didn't want to name that road. That's too bad. Okay, I think that's fair. Some roads named in this episode as people are moving in. Let's check out this housing type. This is supposed to be southwestern United States. Oh, that money helps us so much. Thank you. We've unlocked the Riverside Grill as well. That is, we got fire and rescue now in a development tree. Got a whole bunch of things unlocked. Oh boy, that is great. Roundabouts might be something to consider unlocking. I'm not sure yet what we really need right now, but we will consider these things as we go on. These houses right here are not southwest. Well, no, I don't see houses like that. These ones. Yep, these ones are very common American house. These square ones. I don't know where they're getting Southwestern's design from that. That is not... You know, if anything, it looks like a church of some sort. That's a nice one. This is common now. Smaller ones that look like that. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Let's check out our high taxes, unreliable healthcare, traffic's a problem, walking distance to elementary school is a problem. You know, we probably got a lot of people that aren't even going to elementary school because we don't have one. High noise pollution. So where should our elementary school be? We got these high density areas right here. So it might behoove us to keep the elementary school to this section. And I'm kind of thinking maybe putting a school right in this area. So I think what we'll end up doing is doing a one-lane road. Not going to cause me more problems in the long run. And it very well might. Yeah, I can't do that there. I'm just kind of thinking what I'm doing. Do an elementary school up in here. Education is going to be problematic in the future. These people are kind of left out of the elementary school choice. I'm still thinking right in here might be a good spot for an elementary school. I'm thinking about de-zoning this so no one else builds here, and kind of maybe putting our elementary school right in this area. So this will be our first elementary school. Oh, that's a big building. That just fits in there too. I don't know. That is just a small elementary school. Huge elementary school. My mind for what an elementary school is different than apparently everyone else's. Many elementary... I like the options that we do have at the very least. I mean, but the cost of some of these is absolutely crazy. It's a high school. We need to stick with one of these smaller ones. And I'm going to put it right here. And if we need a parking lot, we can do that on this side. We can expand in the back and to the other side, to the north. I don't know if I want to put it there now. I might be able to get away with putting elementary school there.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing
Do we have a water shortage
toilet,
going on?
cut back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend whenever possible.
Shower with a friend whenever possible. Okay. We're gonna have to do an elementary school right back here.
This is the atmospheric piano channel, the place to soothe your soul.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that the services that we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this.
We're expecting unseasonably high temperatures across the region today.
It's quite
I
a
want
heat wave
to
out there.
D-zone this
Moms,
right here.
Make sure the kids don't stay out in the sun too long. Don't forget the sunscreen,
Only
folks.
one-
And
whoops.
remember to stay hydrated.
Okay.
It's gonna be
What
hot.
what home
Sure
what
that
style are you?
station has AC.
You are. I am very sorry for doing that. Oh, which one you were? You weren't this. You were, I believe, this style here, right? I just took off too much from you. There you go. This is gonna be where our school is gonna be, next to the dump. Don't know where else to put the kids. We're gonna put them in the dump, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do with them. I'm gonna have a little curve as we come into this. So we're gonna come into this right to there, and then we're gonna have a straight road that comes a little further. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Why are we putting this daggone elementary school? You guys are probably hating this as much as I am. Probably a little bit more, I'd imagine. What's here on the corner? Nothing. That is where the elementary school is going to go. And the elementary school can always be relocated if we need to. 40,000 for this. Let's have it. There we go. It's down. It's down now. And we're going to call this Main Street. No. Elementary first. Okay. So that is our elementary school. We got our very first school in the city. I would like to see a couple of things, but it's not gonna let me. Right there, they're not being serviced whatsoever, which makes perfect sense. They're gonna need their own school eventually. Fire hall probably is not the worst idea of ideas I've heard of. But again, it's more expense. Might wait on the fire hall a little bit. See how we're doing over here. Let's look at our taxes. I'd like to get some more commercial buildings moving in, to tell you the truth. And you know what we can do? We can do livestock. And I don't mind this temporarily being a farm. So here's the backstory. The city is going to be contracting with some farmers. And they are going to be farming this area here. We do need production of some things. And we're going to do some livestock. Just until this area can be developed into a greater thing. And the farmers do know that eventually, when the city calls for their land, they're going to need to give up their land. So that is going to be our backstory. We'll do a couple of roads down here that will connect into this here. I did not mean to place that down, but let's just this all the way in. It's not a valid shape. I'm surprised. Okay, that'll work close enough. Let's do some farmland, because we can actually even do some wheat production over here too. We can do wheat production right there. And just hang on a minute, guys. Wheat is a good resource to have. Let's grab our connecting tool. And I want you to come. Let me delete this. It's going to be easier for me to do it again. Put you right here. And I want you to come over here. I'm gonna take full advantage of this. This will give some people some jobs too. Okay. So this farm is owned and operated by the city. We've hired some farmers that can live here or stay here. And they are going to take care of our city. It's going to be great. And we can probably do that on several other areas too in our city. We might be able to do some type of farming. We don't really have the land for it right now, but that definitely is an option. We need some more residential. I'm going to go ahead and delete this road here, but kind of have it go That's a steep incline. It'd be better to go that way with it. Okay, let's take this road here, bring it up with this one, and just put in some residential. What do we use here? We use Southwest American, and we will go ahead and fill that in. And I'm happy to fill this in too. This farm is making money. How many people do they employ? 17.9. I would see our citizens. Can I see unemployed? Unemployed is 100 people out of 100 or 1,300. Okay. I wish I could see this not in a graph, but in more of a stat window. So production now of grain will catch up with that eventually. So orange is consumption, red is deficit. That is fair. We could use some livestock. We could do like a little livestock farm down here, maybe. I'm thinking. We have some livestock down here. What type of road do I want to put in to get down there? It's going to be great at cereal meal place. Just a temporary little road. Because this is all temporary. This is where our feed yard is going to be, or our farm. Right down here at the end. And I think we can just kind of make it. We're going to have a nice little location here. Bring that down to the road. Okay, and there's our feed yard. Our livestock pen right next to there. That'll be perfectly fine. Whew. So that should help with employment a little bit. Definitely need some more housing. I mean, we need housing like this where people are really up against each other. I mean, just like this, yeah. Just how they are. And you know what? We need enough housing that this really needs to be. I want to stay away from the interstate. I still want to stay away from that. Thinking about putting some homes down and along this road. I might do industry right along here. And industry down this way too. So I want to reserve that. We can do a very small little neighborhood. Right along here. No, because all that pollution is going to come right over this. That's not going to work. Water crisis. Water facility overload. So I have too much water? Is that my problem? Overload? Or is that like I have too less water? What does that mean? I got 7 million gallon output per month. 100% usage rate right now. So let's, yeah, I can see what's going on. Let's increase our water budget just a little bit.
This is Liz Peterson on the Atmospheric Piano Channel. Play music that has a meaning.
Go back to 100%.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not
Okay,
cutting
we're starting to
things close enough.
develop our land now, which is going to be really good. We got this grain elevator building that we can put in.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming.
We need to make a smart
Or
decision as where that's going to go. It's going to go on...
driving up prices in the area.
Oh, look at this.
That's
This
right,
is so
Linda.
cool.
Apparently, that's
It's
not
going to go over
good
here, I
news.
think.
We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
Warm temperatures across the region today. Hope everybody out there has a good one.
Ooh, nice. Cereal mill. We're gonna put some businesses down this way for sure, some factories and stuff. I'm gonna do like a little side road they can kind of rest upon. But I probably don't want it that small. So I was kind of wanting to do parking along the side, but that might eat up too much of my room. Let's try that. And then let's grab this building here. I'm going to go out that way. I don't want it to go out that way. We make this the main parking lot for that building. Just like that. Then we can have that. It's not a 90-degree angle. It might be. Have this along this building, which does not quite work because of the road is not 90 degrees. Okay, let's real fast try to make this work. It's gonna be 90 if I do it there. Now let's untoggle snapping. There's my 90-degree angle. Boom. Now let me go in and grab our elevator. And it's still gonna hit right there. Let's move this road a little bit. Maybe we can do right here instead. We can have a 1 block. So what I want is a 1 block separation. I think we'll be fine. We can redo this. The wrong button or something. Go into here. Do a grain elevator. Yeah. That is nice. I like that a lot. Cereal mill. Mill Street. And this is also going to be Mill Street. This is part of Mill Street. Mill Street. This is Mill Street too. Okay. I would like to do some industry maybe along here, and then I'd like this to run the length of this down to at least here. Looks Next to that bridge, it looks small, but that looks really cool. In real life, that is a huge elevator. I have one of those across from my house. It looks just like that. Let's grab... What else do we unlock? We unlocked a livestock processing. This is going to go out further in the country, I think. Those are smelly facilities. And yeah, I think what we're going to do is put just some regular industry down here. These are going to be, not going to tell me. Full scale grinding. So I'm not sure what these are going to be yet, what they're going to make. We'll get them in. I don't know if there's a way to do... Is this something that we can put along the shoreline? And that very well might be something that we... look into someday. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll do that for right now. I think that's just fine. Got buildings upgrading, that's great. Okay, guys, we're doing good. Let's switch up the radio station, hey? Our farms are making money. Storage, livestock. So let's go into our production now. We got in blue. Blue is production. That's what we're making. Green is surplus. Orange. Okay, so this is just good. I don't know. This might just tell us what it makes. It might just be... That's just a chain diagram. It doesn't actually do anything. Okay. And then we got stuff being used in the city, which is great. People want timber. We could do a timber area, but not right now. Be more up in this area. Money is problematic still. We're still fighting money problems and where the heck the house people problems. I should have made these a little closer together. That was my fault. I think up in this area here. I'm gonna try put some not gonna like me doing that. Maybe a little development right around the hospital. So this hospital was designed to be able to be expanded. This ground really all belongs to the hospital. Ugh. This is selling electricity, right? Upkeep, coal, wages, total. You know, if I shut that down and just bought electricity, no, I don't know if that's the option. Okay, we got traffic problems into our city, that's for sure. I do see that. And I bet you a lot of the traffic might be people commuting to work. So putting a bridge over here might be a good thing. And you know what? If we do that and we buy this little section here, we can do some nice residentials up here. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's our next idea, is to buy this plot right here. It's going to give me a $40,000 upkeep. I can handle that when I get the tax revenue coming in. Let's pause it real fast. Money is rapidly declining now. It's saying, whoa, what are you doing? This is simply not going to work, I don't think, for what we need it to work for. So doing a bridge, how high up do we need it to be? That's going to be unacceptable. Yeah, it's going to overlap that, no matter how high we make it. Every bridge has a pillar, so I'm not sure how we're expected to make this function. Because again, every bridge has a pillar. The problem with this here is overlapping items. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I mean, this is Pittsburgh. There's supposed to be tons of bridges. Can I reduce You know, I can't even edit that right now because that's not something that's unlocked, I don't think. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to go to edit. Yeah, I can't even edit that path right now. Oh, man. So is a little bridge acceptable? Or is that's good? That's just too wide. It's just too wide of an expanse. Well, it's narrower down there. So we have to use this bridge. We don't have... That's not cool. We don't have a choice on that. But we will prepare for that, I guess, eventually. When we have more money and unlock that ability. That's going to come pretty much right across here. And then what we're going to do is... I would dare say continue that road up this way. Straight. And then build off of it our little neighborhood roads. We're going to pack this in a little tight. I think right here on the end. What we can do, guys, is grab this road, continue bringing it down this way. Grab this road, get it out to here, and then kind of come down here, right onto this road. And then off of this road, we can have I'm going to pack this in just a little tighter. Now down this side here, I also want residential. Right now, we're going to run this road into here. And that might change eventually. I'm going to try to put a road in back this way, do some residential in here, and it might even behoove us to make this an alley, just so we can get a little bit more bang for our buck. I'm going to change the theme from this side. This is really cute and nice and spread out. This is going to be really packed. And right now I'm kind of just playing with themes too, and we could always change this up sometime. You know, I just don't know. We want to do this the traditional. We can do like semi-detached. Try to get some more people in there. 2 household style from the United semi-detached. This is single and semi-detached. So this would give us more people there. So this is terraced and 3 household houses. 3 household houses. Not quite sure.
For the best in men's clothing,
Which one we want.
We have all the finest silk and many other. Whatever you desire, we will lay out on our table.
I think we want this here. We're gonna try this and see what this ends up looking like.
You will love a thread we spoke for you. A chacha thread.
Let's just do this one section here in this and see what this ends up looking like, guys.
Love the cheap and random flea market. We came here
I like
with
cheap and random flea market too.
and we'll stay
You know, in Southwest Kansas, they don't have flea markets. That does not exist. Occasionally, they'll have something at the convention center, but
Toaster works fine if you flip the bread.
Cheap and random.
you know, I wonder if we put a red light here, if that might help us out.
That is a frog nut extraction.
Cheap and random. You never know what you're gonna get, and you never will unless you come find out.
And maybe even upgrading this as well. Well, doesn't really help out a whole lot. Once we get a proper interchange here, it'll be a lot better. Okay. Do we know what these houses are going to look like yet? While we're waiting for those, let's check out our businesses over here. Let's see what we ended up getting. These look cool. I don't know what you make, but you make something. You are timber. You require timber. You require wood. We've got the timber industry. Grain. That's great. You're going to make beverages. I mean, things are starting to shape up a little bit. Definitely does some traffic right there, doesn't it? But I don't think it's horrible. We're not filling up the road. If we start filling up into the intersections, then that's going to be problematic. But right now, we're doing pretty good. Holy cow, those are like mansions. I don't know if that's what we're going for up here. Let's, I know, I'm sorry. Oh, hey, don't build yet, guys. We're not really using eminent domain. We're having developers showcase to us their houses. That was that one there. Or was that Tag Nugget? Let me see what one of you guys looks like. Let me see what one of you guys... We're going to do some experimenting. Having developers come in and tell us what they are. I'm having them come and showcase right here. Okay. Show me what you're building. I'll tell you what I like. Is that red light helping things out or making things worse? Yeah, we need to solve problems. Our city's too small to have problems like this. Money is going the wrong direction. I can tell you that much right now. flip that around. There we go. These poor guys, they just lost out. They lost out. They have to travel out of the city. Sorry, guys. They lost out. I think that'll solve our problem for right now. I think it's a wise problem-solving ability. Oh, money is... We are hemorrhaging. Hemorrhaging. At this rate, we're going to be bankrupt. I need to make some serious decisions. I get some more commercial people in here. Oh my. We'll wait the outcome here, see what's going to happen. Yeah, we can't afford a police station. Don't leave your valuables in your cars. At this point, I don't even know if I have time to wait for that to develop. Farmer's market. It's great. I like this right here. I like this here a whole lot. This is... Pack is this again? Just barely make that out. We'll let everyone finish up here. This ain't bad. This is that Europe, that UK one, I think. No, that one's going to be a negative on that. Some people are building mansions, and I just don't have the room to build mansions. This is what we want right here. That is absolutely what we want. These are not bad. These are pretty good. Are these both the same type? Yeah. And we got some other stuff just happening. Come in. That's not really what I want. This is what we're going to go with. I'm not even going to wait. I don't have time to wait around for anything else. That is this right here. And And that actually does not take up that much room. It takes up 3. I might be able to squeeze some more houses in here. Okay, sorry. You are a developmental thing. Oh boy, this is so tough. We're going for quantity over quality. And we're also turning off houses on this side. Up here, I just saw something. I saw something with trees. I don't know what I saw. I did see it. Oh. Not right now. We don't have that kind of time. Do a road right here. Pick up this back section if I can. This is going to require an alley, I think, as opposed to a road. We'll see what we can do with that. That's what we're going to do with it. We're going to move this down one if we can. Kind of works. Then over on this side, I can get a road back here on the top. Kind of running on here. Right to there. Do an alley instead. Connect right into this alley. That gives us some options. I'll have room for cul-de-sacs. Maybe this one right here might have room for that. That's not something that goes there. Okay. Let's see how this is going to work. You know, if you have a little bit bigger of a slot, I don't mind giving you a little bit extra. I think we've utilized the space pretty good.
We will lay out on our table and show you everything.
What are we listening to, guys?
And you will love the thread we spoke for you. The chacha threads. You never had better.
Cheap and random.
Oh, we love the cheap and random flea market. We
I love the
came
cheap and
here
random
with the
flea market, too.
kids, and we'll stay.
Cheap and random.
Oh, sure, I've been here before. Matter of fact, I was here last Tuesday.
Cheap and random.
Toaster works fine.
I'm not going to put anything there on that hillside. But on this hillside, I'm going to just try to do
That is a frog net extraction.
something like
Cheap
that.
and random. You never know what you're gonna get, and you never will.
Do houses
unless you
along
jump on
here.
that.
And then down in this area, put those right along here. And we can have like a little zone here for them. Okay. Let's do that for now. That hopefully will bring us in a lot of tax money. That's what we're hoping. They got two ways out of this development. This highway onto here. And you know what? This is flowing. This is flowing. It's moving. Not greatly, but it's flowing. The red light's doing its job. People at the crosswalk is not helping things. So that's popping up. Oh, okay. Now we're at the point where we need to buy a fire department. This is burnt down. Does it look burnt down? Oh, it's still on fire. It's just it looks burnt down now. And I would argue that we need a fire department before the rest of the place goes up. We're at the point where we need to take out a loan. I'm just going to take out like a $40,000 loan for a fire department. And we're picking a daggone cheapest one. Nag it. Those are expensive. So we need $100,000 minimum. Those are incredibly expensive. Where's our little basic ones? Aren't there basic ones? Pretty sure there are. Yeah, like that. That's 120,000. Wow. Okay. This is an emergency, so we're gonna do it. $120,000 loan. That's what we need. For this. And by golly, we're gonna pick one that has. That's only $4,000 a month upkeep, though. So keep that in mind as we do this. 4 engines, 3 engines. You know, I think we want the more engines. I mean, that's 6, but that's 125. I mean, that's just really cool looking. We're not going to pick that right now. It's pretty daggone cool looking. I think we're going to go with either this one or this one. I think we're going to go with this German style one. I think it just looks cool for starters. Putting it maybe on one of these corners here where the hospital is. Our elementary school here. Even placing the fire department down in this area, you're in between all 3 sectors. And we also have fires down here too. So, I mean, placing the fire department down here is not the worst idea that we've ever had. I think right here on the corner of Morse Shopping Drive, that they're not going to allow that. They're not going to allow that, I'm just telling you. But this development might allow it. So, first development drive is going to allow a fire department because they are looking at their friends down here being burned up, and it is kind of incentivizing them just a little bit. So how does this look? Yeah, we're going to have Main Street access right there, I think. Or, you know, let's have access right here. I'm okay with that. I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty cool too, I'm not gonna lie. Not what I thought it was gonna look like, but it looks pretty cool. Get going. There's fires. There are things happening in this city. Things are just a little hot in the city right now. So we're hoping that fire crews can go where they need to go. This guy is on the way over here. We're just going to follow him for a moment. Hope we don't catch the, we're turning here, aren't we? This fire is really already out. I kind of thought it was still burning, but let's go to the exciting fire. It's out over here. That's good. Okay. We did lose some buildings. It's unfortunate. Money is continuing to be very bad. Let's look at that area. Where did we build it at? Can we build a bunch of houses somewhere over here? They're still popping up. Speed that up just a little bit. I need this tax money to start coming in. There they are. There's our houses that we designed. Well, we didn't design them, but we sure picked that style. That's what we wanted. We got the Y Moken Do Pub with lounge. I thought we already unlocked some of this stuff. Okay. Oh, this is looking good. This is exactly what I was going for this neighborhood. Short, little, tiny houses that are very similar. They connect. We can really pack the people in here. That's what I'm wanting to do. Two. I mean, that's what I'm wanting to do. Pack the people in. Oh, and we're over an hour, too, aren't we? Hour and 7 minutes. Will our city survive the financial apocalypse that is plaguing it right now? Also have some traffic problems. And I can totally understand why we are having these traffic problems. Have we unlocked more lanes? Yeah, I can totally understand that. Oh, you're just wanting to go from here to here? Oh, no, you're not. Okay. There goes our clog has declogged. The clog has declogged. I think we're going to be okay. I think traffic is going to be okay. Yes, flown. That's flown. Okay, comment below. What do you think is going to happen? Are we going to be able to survive the financial collapse of Augsburg? Is this the end? Is Augsburg going to go bankrupt? And I don't even know what happens when you go bankrupt in City Skylines. I mean, is there a bailout? I hate to take one. Do we just take out loan and just keep losing money with loans? What do we do? We need to make some tough decisions in our next episode. Guys, I'm SwiftOwl7. This is SwiftOwl7 Gaming. Until next time, take care.